Hello, exceedingly intelligent and astonishingly attractive YouTubers. Congratulations! You found the corner of the internet where Shakespeare geeks and psychology nerds can finally see eye to eye. Or think thought to thought. I recently saw a production of the unmentionable Scottish play. Or Macbeth for the blissfully unaware. And I saw a few things that make me absolutely sure Shakespeare was a sleep psychologist. Or a Time Lord. The first thing that caught my attention is Macbeth's great line during the dagger scene. Spoiler alert, he just killed King Duncan.
Methought I heard a voice cry, "Sleep no more. Macbeth hath murdered sleep. The innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the ruffled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life. Sore labour's bath, balm of hard minds. Great nature's second course, chief nourisher in life's feast."
What do you mean?
And still it cried, "Sleep no more. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more."
Right? Well, two things. One, Shakespeare obviously cares a whole lot about sleep. Chief nourisher in life's feast. Before food and water? But that's what he says. And number two, which Shakespeare repeats 3 times. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more. Okay, so clearly Macbeth isn't going to sleep for the rest of the play. Let's take this literally for argument's sake. How does this affect the guy? Well, before I tell you, why don't I give you the lowdown on what happens when somebody stops sleeping? From various sleep deprivation studies, we know that going even just 1 day without sleep can lead to serious memory and attention deficits. William Dement at Stanford in 1960 was one of the first people to experimentally manipulate sleep deprivation. The researchers wondered which stage of sleep was more important, REM, rapid eye movement sleep, or non-REM. To find out, the researchers deprived their participants of each stage separately. They concluded that REM sleep deprivation was the most detrimental, and that subjects who had been deprived of REM became emotionally unstable, were more aggressive, and became paranoid. Is this sounding like a certain Shakespeare character? When psychologists discuss psychoses, they sometimes talk about them in terms of positive and negative symptoms. Negative symptoms are identified by what is missing from a normal person. For example, a flat affect, meaning someone that expresses little to no emotion. By that same logic, positive symptoms are those characteristics that are extra or added to a normal person, like hallucinations. What do hallucinations have to do with sleep deprivation, you ask? Well, in 1959, a New York DJ named Peter Tripp stayed awake for 8 days straight, and some doctors, thinking quickly, decided to monitor the man. On the 4th day of no sleep, Mr. Tripp began to have hallucinations, including seeing spiders in his shoes. Psychologists now describe what was happening to Peter Tripp as REM intrusion, which is kind of like dreaming while still being awake. What exactly does all this have to do with Macbeth? Well, I propose to you that Macbeth experiences a REM intrusion during Act 3, Scene 4 of the play. Macbeth has gathered all the lords of Scotland together for a feast celebrating his new kingdom. During the meal, Macbeth sees Banquo's ghost, a friend who he just murdered.
No company.
Well, the table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
We're here,
My good man.
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it! Never shake thy clawy locks at me!
Gentlemen, rise. His Highness is not well.
Macbeth sees the ghost, and exposes his lack of mental fortitude in front of all the lords of Scotland. But perhaps this hallucination has a lot more to do with his lack of sleep than his mental fortitude. It's clear that Shakespeare didn't have the tools of a modern-day sleep researcher, but it's inspiring to see how modern-day discoveries can help us illuminate the past, even the fictional kind.